You ain't know. Say less.
Sheesh. What you saying? I don't understand. I'm out my mind. I popped. Sheesh. I swear this lockshot got me stuttering. Love again. Sheesh. Get it. My favorite rush. You talkative, ain't gotta say too much. Be quiet. Who got some grapes? I'm trying to. I'm all board for these. Get it. Not complicated. No conversation. Get it. Not complicated. No conversation. Please say less. Please say less. Please say less.
I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna. Yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't got. You ain't go. Say less. Say less. Say less. You ain't got. You ain't go. Say less.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Bortles' Jaguars going up against Dak Prescott's Cowboys.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll send the tight end in motion left. A first carry for Leonard Fournette, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry. And
absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. 62 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Henning. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Jags taking over on offense here in the second. And what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They had been building towards this. Really good drafts, really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well. 11 wins, 2 more in the playoffs. I think right now they'd love to get Allen Robinson back at wide receiver and add another playmaking tight end.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So the Cowboys offense coming back out there, and after the excitement of that 13-3 year, the NFC East title 2016, they fell back to earth in 2017. They still finished 9-7, but not what you expected from them.
No, the scoring differential was a big telltale about the difference between 2016 and 2017. They were plus 115 a season ago. Just plus 22 this year. That means tighter games can go either way, and not enough of them went in Dallas's win column in this past season.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4. 2017 for Zeke Elliott, a mixed bag. Would he play? Would he not play? Well, he missed the 6 games from weeks 10 to 15. He still finished, though, Charles, 10th in the league in rushing.
Just tells you about the talent that he has and how explosive he is and what he brings to the table. Look, he averaged 98 yards per game, 98.3 to be exact, a full 11 yards higher than number 2 Todd Gurley behind him. So that just tells you, if he plays a full season and he's averaging that type of yardage, I think Dallas's win numbers go up.
Elliott. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
What stands to reason to give Zeke the ball there? I mean, let's face it. Last year, led the league in first downs picked up.
Yeah, 91 of them, 19 more than second place David Johnson.
Yeah, you can see the confidence that the team has in him touching the football. Offensive line wants to block even harder because of him.
And he gets it down to the 32. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, 29 yards. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. He's got it, so they take just the 1 here, and that makes it an 8-7 game in the first. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Fournette, a first down carry, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Prescott on 1st down. That would complete to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A first down carry by Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 31 yards. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return it is Corey Grant. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Out to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Bortles on the give to Fournette. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Tried to get it on the edge there, but there was no seal, nowhere to go, had to step out.
Yeah, sometimes the defense just wins those battles because ordinarily the guy setting the edge, offensive tackle, tight end, H-back, someone of that caliber, wasn't there on that play. Defense wins it in a big way. No gain at all for the offense.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Burns the man in motion left. A running play now for Ivory. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So on 4th down, Doug Marrone going to send out his field goal unit. And Lambeau will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. And got his man complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Final play of the half. Prescott going deep here for Bryant. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. A give to Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Prescott now, flush to his right. He's going to go. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. 10th carry now for Elliott. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Demarcus Lawrence in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And this is going to be incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on him all game long.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This is Elliott, and he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And they'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sets.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up 1st down after 1st down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human 1st down machine? I think that fits.
Bortles now on 1st down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Another run. This time it's Ivory. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
And this one is right down Broadway. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And out now come the Cowboys. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They run with Morris. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 18-yard line.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. A dump off to Elliott. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Of being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. It's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jalen Smith in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Benson Mayowa in there to drop him. And back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Bortles got to have this one. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing here, Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you've got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Bortles to throw. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now Bortles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. A gain of 32 that time. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he comes through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Without a doubt. The way this one's gone, they didn't want to take any chances in overtime if they could help it. And that was one heck of a pressure-filled kick.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Big D.
Fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Amen, 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 yeah. Amen. That boys in that can't win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Jet. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Living up was honest. We used to drug them hunters. Now we pull up in the furnace. Go up. Walking, show up, baby, hold up, go up, boy, don't touch, we flow up, yeah, I'm laughing to the bank, all new blue Benny Franks, pulled up on him in the tank, yeah, that guy just a rap guy, I'm so mad fly in, he ain't, let me back, tight gave me, until I was going on Miami, they all cornballs, they can't stand me, I finesse, all them, I hear, get a plan. Let's go that my whoa, no low, got screen on yo-yo, she post up her MCM and we like that JoJo, when we out and we see him, he always ask for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper, please protect me from my haters, just say me and I won't save us, say amen. Yeah, that boys in that can't win. Jet. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Living up was honest. We used to drug them hunters. Now we pull up in the furnace. Go up. Walking. Show up. Baby, hold up. Go up. Boy, don't touch. We flow up. She lucky. Cause she 5 mil cash in Kentucky. Know me, I walk up in demons, spend 10K just like it's nothing. I hang with the demons, they don't play by me, we cut. I was coolin', Atlanta, mixed the with the Fanta. All them, I got Santa, I go monkey, all that. Gonna do just what I say. Pull up, practice she said, I feel guilty, I might as well just plead my case. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save her. Say amen. Amen, 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 yeah. Amen. That boys and they can't win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Check. Going up. Win it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Remember no was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the Fondas. Go up. Walking. Show up. Baby, hold up. Glow up. Boy, don't touch. We flow. Glow up. Falling too fast to prepare for this. Tripping in the world could be dangerous. Everybody circling as vultures. Negative, nepotist. Everybody waiting for the fall of man. Everybody praying for the end of times. Everybody hoping they could be the one. On your lip, rather that you rip, break me down and build me up, whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes. Always had a fear of being typical. Looking at my body feeling miserable. Always hanging on to the visual. I wanna be invisible. Looking at my years like I'm out of dumb. Everybody needs to be a part of them. Never be enough, I'm the prodigal son. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, run me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip. Word upon your lip. Rather that you rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes. Hypocritical, lead it just to go. Don't wanna be the parenthetical.